What's up, Shady Sports Network? I'm here with a very special guest, Mr. Sedric Jefferson from the ITT Regulators. Cedric, how you doing today, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So, diving right in here, you just recently signed with the ITT Regulators. They announced a monumental move in franchise history, moving to the AFL. How excited are you to be an AFL athlete?
Man, no words can express my excitement at the moment. I'm just grateful that Lord allowed me to have this blessing, you know, through hard work and dedication.
Definitely. And so the AFL, back in the day was second to the NFL. It was huge in America. It was almost bigger than the NHL at that point. What are you expecting from this new version of the AFL in 2024?
Well, just more so having the opportunity to get seen by teams in the XFL, the USFL, so that I can elevate my talents to that level to be potentially be seen by the NFL, like athletes like Kurt Warner or whatnot. So I'm just excited. I'm ready to get to it. You know, grinding day by day. It's a great
For
opportunity.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think this is a really, monumental opportunity. This organization's kind of at its peak. Last year they were an independent arena team and now they're in the AFL. So it kind of shows you, the rise of the organization. So kind of talking about your own rise per se, tell me about your journey up to this point.
Well, I graduated from Cedar Grove High School around the time we were just uprising. My junior year, we won a state championship. We broke the history of at that school. They didn't win a championship within like 30 years, and we won it in track. My senior year, we won again, but I ended up breaking my leg at the Cam Newton 707 camp. Fast forward, I graduated from there, went to University of West Georgia, and just want to see eye with coaches. So I decided to take my talents to arena. I ended up crossing with the Upstate Dragons in the AAL, American Arena League, and they eventually let me go. Um, After that, I just played semi-pro in the IAFL with a team called the Georgia Dogs, and then I ended up spending the rest of my years with the Georgia Thrashers. I got the All-Star team. I got mentioned on the All-Star team my last 3 years with the Georgia Thrashers, and then I just reached out to Coach Moreland last year after last year because I was just seeing I was ready to take my talents to the next level. But outside of all of that, it was definitely a journey. It wasn't easy. Being in the APDFL, which is the league the Georgia Thrashers were in last year, it was a lot of top dogs in there. Former NFL players, CFL, AFL, NAL, IAF, and stuff like that. So it was a really great experience to experience, and it really prepared me for what I'm in now. So I'm just grateful, like I said, that Jesus allowed me to be here and allowed me to elevate because I want to be here without him.
100%. And, elevating is a big part of a successful football career. And so I'm glad to hear that you kind of knew it was your time to go to the next level. So, you've been around the block with many different organizations, like you said. What do you think makes a good organization and what makes a not so good organization?
Well, it starts with the management, the GM, making sure they have good coaches. Because without good coaches, the players are not going to take it serious, especially in semi-professional leagues. So it definitely starts with, like I said, the general manager, then the coaches, because they set the tone. The players are going to follow. It don't matter what different type of attitudes you have on the team, they're going to follow the coaches. And just having dedicated players. Everybody on the same page. We like, okay, we all want to win a championship. We're going to practice. We're going to perform correctly. We're not going to get penalties, fighting and stuff like that. We're going to be professional. From my experience, that's just what I've seen. Yeah.
Definitely. And so this is ICT's first year in like a real professional league. How
Yeah.
do you and the organization, or how do you plan to work with the organization to kind of get through some of the growing pains in the first year?
Well, just making sure I'm coachable and being a team player. Not bringing no extra problems to the team and getting on off-field trouble. Just doing what I can to help the ICT regulators look very official and legit and solidify to all those watching that we got some dogs over here.
I love to hear that 100%. And the word professional is really important. That's a big part of it. And I think, being professional on and off the field is super critical and kind of moving forward. Coming up on my couple final questions for you during this off season, before this opportunity presents itself, what's your kind of day-to-day routine looking like?
Well, I own my own businesses, so I work 6 days a week. After I get done working, I would train for like an hour, 45 minutes minimum, lower body, upper body, doing yoga at least 5 times a week. Just making sure I pump my body with seeded fruits and vegetables and herbs, alkaline water, just having a base balanced diet, just making sure, I keep my speed up to part 2, connecting with some of my track coaches. So, I just stay in shape because, you can get out of shape real quick sitting on your butt. So it's just a simple balance that, I do my best to do daily. Yeah.
For sure. Well, Cedric, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on the show. My final question for you today is, what is your biggest motivating factor? You kind of have to wait for your opportunity, but during that time, how did you stay motivated and how do you continue to push through in your career?
Well, like I always mention, this Jesus, like I'm really deep in the word and I pray for this, Also, him blessing me with my daughter, my 2-year-old daughter, that really upped my motivation because I'm like, I got to feed her mouth, So just wanting to be that testimony to others that when you follow Jesus and you do things his way, not your way, his understanding, not your own, he will bless you, no doubt. So that's just one of the main things that really kept me pushing through all the ups and downs. Most definitely.
Well, Cedric, again, appreciate your time. I wish you best of luck, and I look forward to you having a dominant 2024 season with the ICT Regulators.
I appreciate that. I wish you the same with your network as well.
Yes, sir.